Good morning, crafty friends. Thank you so much for joining me for day 8 of my Crafty Advent 2023 series. I am so glad all of you are here. For those of you who are here watching live over in the chat box, make sure to have it on live chat and not top chat so you see the newest messages. If you are here for the replay, thank you for coming back to check it out. Make sure when you leave your comment below to include the hashtag replay. Big welcome again to everybody who's here. A special shout out to my channel members who are joining us. And speaking of that, I do have a couple to recognize. Okay, that applause went on a little long. All right, welcome to channel membership to Chris and Noor. Thank you so much. And then I had Cinnamon, who is from right here in Omaha. She says she's been playing catch up to get those secret words. Yes, please. If you have missed secret words, go back and watch those days. I would just suggest, putting like day 1, what the secret word is, day 2, what the secret word is. And then if you have any bonuses, just to help you at the end of the series, keep all those straight for the form. If you have something for me specifically when I get crafting that you want me to see or answer, please make sure to put my name in all caps or Crafty Al. You can also start typing over in the chat at Call Me Crafty Al, and it will highlight it for me, and that is even better. It's just more obvious for me. And then as I go along, I will try to answer those as I pause. Now, if I do happen to miss it because the comments are going fast this morning, guys, if it happens to go up, just put it in there again. One thing I do want to say real quick before we get started with the day. So yesterday I went back to see who all had claimed their tags, and I had one person try to claim 2 that they did not win. I think there might be some confusion about that form. So there's a Google form linked in the description box that you only fill out if you won that day's tag. It's not to get entered to win those tags. So just to hopefully clear up any confusion about that. All right. Let's go ahead. We'll go to the overhead and check out the tags we have made so far. Yesterday, did a little faux letter press and debossed those leaves and inked them into a little flip top tag. And let's see if I have any hope for you today. No work. It's very strange what's hidden. All right. Let's go ahead. And shall we see what's in our new advents? Try not to, oop, you saw my blue tape, hold my mat down. Oh, well, you'll have to see that for now. The zoom on this camera is kind of funky. And, all right. Just like normal, we will open up the Spellbinders first. Today is day 8. So right here, ooh, it's a little bitty one, just like right here. Now, it said we were going to get embellishments. So we haven't gotten any yet. So I'm going to guess embellishments. Let me know over in the chat what you guess. It's probably like 1.5 by 2. It's pretty little. Oh, well, it's not embellishments, so here's a peek. So do we think it's going to be stamps or dies? Oh, goodness, you know me and those little dies, guys. All right. Here we go. Oh, it is dies. So we are going to be able to make, it looks like, 2 little mushrooms. Take out some of those. Elisa got it. So here it looks again like, you know, we have detail dies and then the stem dies. So we'll see. We'll see. They would look really cute. All right. Crafter's Companion. Again, don't forget to stick around to collect those secret words so you can be entered to win, if you're a US subscriber, at the end of the month, either a Spellbinders or a Crafter's Companion Advent. Now, for my international subscribers or people who maybe already have both the calendars, if you join us live each day, you can enter at the end to win the tag that I create. All right, looking for 8, looking for 8. Oh, here it is, down here in the bottom. We have this door, maybe 1.5 inches across by 4 inches tall. I'm going to guess stamps. Stamps with the coordinating die. We've gotten a few of those already. Let me know what you think. Oh, I got it. Oh, we have some Easter goodies. So we have a piece of cardstock here. So we have a little bunny coming out of an egg, and then a little carrot and a Easter egg, and then the 2 dies to go with these 2 stamps. Keep those together. And now, last advent for opening today is Tailored Expressions. And let's see what we got. All right, number 8. It is thick. Look at that. Kind of, it's round in there. It does not shake. So my guess is going to be some kind of maybe gel, you know, that you can put in a stencil, or embossing powder. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully, if it's embossing powder and it gets picked, it is one that goes with our color palettes, right? All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, champagne embossing powder. I don't have any of that color, and I think that is a good neutral to go with the color palette. Oh, very nice. You know I love embossing. Kathy suggested a votive candle holder. With the other items that we got this week, that was probably a really good guess. All right. Now, I've forgotten what we do next, right? No, we're going to figure out which of these. Oh, I guess I should probably show an overhead of everything we got before we draw for what we're crafting with today. So the mushrooms there. All right. So how we draw for this is I have a little random wheel picker set up. And if I can find it, there we go. As one of them kind of gets chosen, I do take it off for a little bit. So we are missing one Crafter's Companion and one Spellbinders because those have gotten picked in the last couple of days. So are we ready? All right. Put in the chat what you think is going to win today. Oh, I better not say it yet. Tailored Expressions. All right. So I think that is the first time they've actually been picked. Because the last time, you know, we were collecting all that stuff, like all the wax melt and stuff. And then I think it was like artist choice. So I decided to use that. So we're going to be trying out the embossing powder. That is super exciting. Now, of course, I have to try to figure out what I'm going to do. While I do that, let me know over in the chat if this is your first time live with us. Type in first. Otherwise, let us know how many times you have been there. Or been here, sorry. If you've been mostly watching replay, let us know that. And I'm going to try to ruminate something, what I might create today. Oh, goodness. Now, I have been keeping the random stuff that we've gotten, you know, in this little container. Originally, I was trying to separate it by day, but I think we all know how that went. It got a little bit messy with the bulky things. I'm just trying to go through now and kind of see what I have here. You know, ever since that first day, I think this was from Crafter's Companion. I've really wanted to try this. So, don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try to put embossing ink in this and heat emboss it for a background. So, and then, you know what? We need something else on there. So I'm going to bring in the dies I've gotten. And one of the days from Spellbinders, I got word dies from me to you. I think we will use those on the tag. Oh, goodness. Now I got to try to figure out what else to do. I want to know, trying to think if we're going to make a snowy scene. You know, I have very few colors that might look good. So I think the champagne embossing ink almost kind of would replace the toffee. And the tag's pretty little, so I just want a couple colors to, I think I'm going to ink blend the background and then do the stencil on top of it. You know what? I think I'm going to go with red and green. And then we'll have that out. For today's tag, I think I'm going to go back to the one we were using in the beginning, just to kind of get us some more surface area. And once again, the reason that I only have these colors is because we picked that out at the beginning. Stamper Girl says, I think that might be a transparent. Just like yesterday when I tried out those embossing folders and I didn't know what happened, we'll wait and see. It might be transparent. And even if it is transparent, it will still, since I have that ink blending in the background, it will still look a little bit different. So we're going to go for it, right? All right. Cray says, yes, snowflakes. I hope I can do it. All right. We need out some white cardstock for our base. I don't think I might. And like the other days, I will die cut 2 of these. One to work on and one to kind of firm up the back, or, you know, make it a little bit more sturdy. Did I know? While I'm working on this, we are officially 1/3 of the way through the Advent, because my calendars, well, except maybe the Tailored Expressions, they might have a 25th day, but the other two, they just have 24. So since today is day 8, we're 1/3 of the way through. So as a bonus secret word, so keep in mind, don't share this one either, but as a bonus word, it is going to be third, THIRD, since we are 1/3 of the way through. I have not yet shared the secret word for today because I'm still thinking about that, but I had already planned before we went live to give out a special word. Don't forget, if you try to point it out anyway in the comments or the chat, you will be disqualified from the giveaway at the end. And I know some of you like guessing what my secret word might be. Feel free to guess in your head, and then you can let me know after I say it if that is what you had guessed. All right. I think we're going to start the ink blending, because I do want to give that a little extra time to dry before I try to put embossing powder on it. Once again, I have to kind of be careful. I don't want to mix these and get a brown. Susan says, what about using the silver glitter glue? Susan, I am not about to get that messy right now. And that would take so long to dry, I think, before I could pull the stencil up and then move on to the next area. But I say if anybody else is making tags, see about that. We got it. This has got to be quick. And, embossing powder just heats up like that. So here we go. I think I'll do kind of a... Oh, oh no. Oh no, guys. That is the first time I've done that with these brushes. I just put my green in my red ink. Uh-oh. All right, let me try to clean this off a little bit. All right, we're going to go for it. Woo. That's why I should always put my brushes next to my ink pad before I start to ink blend. It might look a little red. I'll probably go ahead and just clean those after we're done here with the live. Clean that one. I usually don't clean them very often, but I definitely, in case I get like a lighter green sometime, I want to make sure that it does not have red on it. Remember, oh, here we go. All right. I'm just going to give that a go and we'll set it to the side and die cut the sentiment, so let me show you these dies. So we have From with a Shadow, Me with the Shadow, To You. Now what I want to know, and this is when I'm going to ask for some input from the viewers. Wait, maybe I should leave it so you can keep seeing it. I don't know what, and don't type it in. I'll get a poll up. I don't know what color we should do our letters in. So I'm going to put some options in a poll over here in the live chat. And I'm going to do the shadow and vellum. I do know that. Or maybe one more option. So once that poll pops up, okay, I'm thinking the options I put are white, black, toffee, which is craft colored, or red. Or sorry, I guess it'd be watermelon. It would be the color we would use. And then once again, the background, the shadow of those I will do in vellum. So you do have to vote in the poll. Please don't type it in because that will not count, unfortunately. And while we're doing that, Diana wants to know, how do you clean your brushes? What I do is, and I don't even know if this is correct. I'll put back overhead. So I have just this ham container that I keep, and I don't leave that in there while it's soaking, but I'll soak them in a little warm soapy water for just a little bit. Now you don't want so much water that it gets up here and ruins the glue. So I'll soak that for a little bit. And then I have this, it's a makeup brush cleaner, and I just kind of scrub it on that. And then I rinse it out. And then after all my brushes have been cleaned, I pour the water out, and then I'll put paper towel in there and just kind of let them set like that to dry. Again, I don't know if that's even an official or an approved way. And again, I don't do it very often, but if I notice my brushes getting like really caked or really dirty, I will do that. So anybody else in the chat, put how you might clean yours too. All right. I think that was the last one I saw. All right. Let's give it. Let's see if it's still going up. It is still moving. So let's give it 2 minutes. I'll turn on my timer here. While I'm doing that, let's talk about the secret word of the day. Remember, do not point it out in the chat or the comments. Today's secret word, based upon the gift that we will be using, is powder, P-O-W-D-E-R, like embossing powder. Get that written down on your sheets for day 8. In passing, I did see that at least a couple of you are helping out some family members printing out the sheet loads. Thank you for doing that, for spreading the word and the love. And I say, okay, it looks like the poll has leveled out. So we will cancel that timer and end the poll. And let's see. I think it should pop up for us what won. All right. Black, 40%. All right. Black it is. Okay. So going to set the tag aside. Maybe. That's weird. It will not go to my overhead. That's no good, guys. Let me see here. Let me stop extra camera. Sorry about this. Okay, here we go. Cross your fingers that now I can put it back in there. Okay. Whew. Oh, goodness, guys. I thought we were going to have a redo of day 5. I was getting a little nervous. So oh, I see Pat is inviting you to click the like button. Yes, if you are enjoying the live and the series, if you'll give this video your stamp of approval by clicking that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and then share with a crafty friend or family member or enemy. I don't think I've cut into any of my black cardstock yet. Oh, no, I have. Gonna get some vellum. Be right back. I see some of you saying you don't see the poll. It seems to work on some mobile on some mobile devices and not on others, unfortunately. But definitely if you're on a desktop, it should work. Make sure that well, wait, if you're typing that in the chat, you do have the live chat open. Ignore that. I'm gonna... Whew. Oh, goodness. Oh, I thought those are tiny, you guys. I probably should have put those on some kind of adhesive paper. Oh, goodness. Okay, we'll give it a go. Set these to the side carefully. I'm going to put my dies in a safe place. While I am thinking about it, tomorrow night, I am going to be a guest on Stamp Wars. I can't remember the number, which one it is, but it is a crafty challenge show over on Nancy Stamp's channel. So I would love for you if you could join us there. I will be having some reminders go up on my community tab. So it should have a link to her channel. I don't know yet if there's a video that you can go and set a reminder at, but if there is, I will make sure to link it later in the description box here and on the community tab. And let's see if we can get all our shadows onto vellum. If you are a fan of vellum, go ahead and type that over in the chat. I love to use it whenever I can. I even have thicker vellum that's, what is it? 36-pound vellum or something that sometimes I will use card bases for. Oh, I missed the comment. Cinnamon, are you embossing champagne powder on black paper? No, I'm going to try it on the tag. We're going to see how it works on there. Again, this might work and it might not. And then I think Carmen, do I have a Xyron sticker maker for the words? Carmen, I do have a Xyron sticker maker, and I have a few different sizes, but I can't find adhesive, especially for that teeny tiny little X one. So I have no adhesive for them anymore. And maybe I haven't looked hard enough, but you know, I would used to get it at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and mine doesn't have it anymore. So let me know, anybody, if you have found it. And I don't want to pay like an arm and a leg online, you know, just because like it's hard to find either. I do have some double-sided sticky stuff that I can use. All right. Sorry, I have. Trying to click it. Susan, do you have a blog or newsletter you send out? I do, Susan, and most people have signed up for it through like the events, the special events I have done, like the summits. Every once in a while on my community tab, I put a call out that if you want to sign up for it, you can. So maybe here, I need to write down a couple notes here for me. So I need to put in the Stamp Wars. After I'm done later today with the live, I will put the link to my newsletter sign up in the description box as well. All right, if anybody is interested. I think I might have missed some comments that were for me. So if it's something important that I need to answer, please type that in again. They are just flying by for me here on my little screen. Oh, wait, I don't want that yet. And try to get these on here. Definitely need my tweezers for this. I guess I'll just go for it. We'll just try to get this on here. I'm going to use my Barely Art liquid glue from my friend Karen. And this does have a pretty fine tip point. So I think we'll be okay there. And the good thing is it dries clear. So even if it oozes out the side some, I'm not going to let it get me down. Like we talked about yesterday, this is a craft. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right. And then don't forget to keep watching. I will give the tag away if you're interested in winning it. Today's might not be a favorite one. We don't know how this is going to work out, right? Adjust that on there. Not too bad. I just glanced up and somebody said they use spray adhesive on this. I do have some of that as well. But for me, it's kind of a production. I don't really like to do it down here in my room. So I usually go to a bigger open area. So I don't want to leave you guys hanging, but that is a very good option for tiny stuff like this. Renee put a question in the chat, guys, that I don't have any of it. So if anybody could help her out with, she wants to know where she can get silver and gold rub and buff. I have no idea. So hopefully somebody can help you out. Yep. If you have a general question, feel free to throw that out in the chat. So many people here are crafty and knowledgeable that they can help you out for sure. And I do see a lot of you saying about the Xyron refills, where you find them. I will go back later and check out that live chat. Maybe I can find some good deals, because I really did love to use that little, X, that little sticker maker. But, well, it was also nice, too, when I could just go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and use a coupon on it and save. All right. Okay. Get this one. The great thing about liquid glue, of course, is you have a little time to move that around. So I was able to do that and get those a little more centered. And now, whew, okay. Now we're going to see how this works out, guys. First of all, I kind of want to figure out where we might put our words. Look at that in the camera. Sometimes it's easier to see. There's not a whole lot of room here. All right, well, we'll figure that out later. Let's go ahead now and try this embossing. And again, we're just going to keep our fingers crossed. I am going to mute the mic for a minute and dry this a little bit with my heat tool. All right, now I'm going to take a little water break and get my head about me. I need to figure out where my little foam thingies are. Here we go. Definitely need my embossing stuff. And all right, guys. So I think to help me hold the tag in place while I'm doing the inking, I put a little ATG on the back of here. And I am going to use my TE anti-static powder tool before I put my ink onto the background, hoping that I only get the powder that we're going to use to stick to where I want it. And I want to cover up those other edges so I don't accidentally get the Versamark out there, which, oh, I need to get that out too. All right. Oh, I actually already had a little spongy thing down with my Versamark. Yay. And I want some I'm going to bring in just some Post-it, well, I guess they're not Post-it, sticky notes that I got at the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to kind of mask off the area that I do not want to get ink blend, you know, like get any Versamark on. And then I can just reuse these. Ooh, have to go like that. I did start the stencil off the corner just so some of the snowflakes, you know, bleed off the edges. And okay, guys, here we go. Cross your fingers for me. My Versamark pad could probably be, oh, guys, I forgot to prep the surface. Oh, no. Okay. You know what? No, I'm going to pull this up because I want to do this. And we'll just put powder over the area we already did, and I'll go back in and redo it. I definitely, though, do not want to have a surprise later and have powder all over it. I know all of my makes are not perfect here for you guys, but I want to get them as good as I can. Welcome to membership. Thank you so much for your support. Let me know, too, if you could hear the applause. I want to play sound from my little electronic stream deck here, but to be able to play it really through Stream Deck, I'd either have to buy like a $200 peripheral or a $100 software. So I just tried today to turn up the speaker on my computer. And then hopefully the microphone will pick that up. Yay! I'm just going to go back over each open area, making hopefully that it's got a lot of the Versamark on it. This does stay wet for a little bit, so hoping it will work. Now, I'm not going to do all of the stenciling and then the heat embossing. I'm going to do it in little sections just because I don't want to, you know, mess up any of the inking that I have put on there so far. I'm just going to lift it up a little bit, see if I... Okay, yeah, I do. I see. I don't know if I'm able to show you that in the camera. Oh, there you can kind of see the ink. So bring in my tray. I like to use the funnel trays when I heat emboss, just so I can easily pour the powder back into my jar. All right, let's... It did keep some of the stenciling from before, where the powder tool did not work, unfortunately, on the Versamark I already had down. But what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to brush off some of it that I can. So just use a dry brush before you bring in your heat tool. All right, but otherwise it looks pretty good. So let's melt that. Put my powder to the side, cover up my ink pad. I don't want that to get dry. And again, I'm going to go on mute while I heat set this. That is a really pretty color. I know on screen it pretty much looks white, but it is a nice champagne. That snowflake is not the best. Later, we might figure out how we can cover that up with our From Me to You. All right. I'll be right back, guys. All right. All right, I'm going to put that back down. And I'm going to remember this again. Because, yeah, that would have worked so well had I remembered that. And now what I'm going to do, so this is about how my snowflake, how the stencil was situated earlier. So I'm going to kind of move it up and at an angle for the next placement. I'm going to use this same Post-it notes here so I don't over ink. Which with the dauber, it's a little bit harder, but just in case. Oh, here. It's going up about 5 times. Sorry. It took me a minute to get to it. Thanks for stopping by, Teresa. Eve says, put the words in a cascade and hide part of it. Yeah, I'm gonna see later how I can arrange those. And this is wanting to come up. It's not sticking down very well. So just to make sure it stays in place, I'm going to bring in some Scotch removable tape and just do that. And now we will ink this up. While I'm working on this, I'm going to give out the today's secret word one more time. And that is a powder, like embossing powder. Now, earlier today, which I'm not going to re-say it, I did give out a bonus secret word. So if you joined us late, you might want to go back and watch from the beginning. And I just saw Katie. Welcome to membership. Thank you so much. So once I have these done, I've pretty much filled up the tag, but I think I'll go back in just one more time and fill in those corners. Let's make sure we got lots of ink there. And now oh, that one, this section turned out very nice. All right, gonna mute it once again. I was sitting here singing the praises of the embossing powder and you couldn't even hear me. That is just gorgeous. I love it. Danielle says, so smart to tape the stencil in place. Yeah, anything to help us, right? Anything that'll help us get done what we want to. And I saw Karen, who is local here to me in Papillion, says, I just sent you an email with some Xyron refill info. Thank you, Karen. I will check it out when I'm done here. And yeah, just so if you ever need to reach out to me, my email address is always at the very bottom of the video description box. So feel free to reach out if you have a question. Or if you want to tell me about Xyron refills. All right. Now just the final corners. So I try to keep it in the same orientation. And then I'm just going to see what would fit, which I think there's not a lot of room up there. And I will remember to ink it up. Oh. All right. And then start the same process. There isn't much inking on this one though, just this teeny tiny snowflake and then a couple of corners. Am I remembering this correctly? Is there a Versamark dauber? Like, is there a bottle of Versamark or some kind of embossing liquid that comes in a dauber? Because that might make something like this a lot easier. I did see many of you saying it, but here Virginia stood out to me because she tagged my name. Wow, okay. Virginia says, it is from Ranger, looking at mine right now. Awesome. I am definitely going to check that out. Thank you, guys. And finally, we're going to rotate it around. And I think this time, before I put the stencil on, oh my goodness, I wanted to use my anti-static powder tool, but I almost poured that whole bottle right on there. Okay, do not want to do that. And again, kind of keeping I'm trying to kind of look through the stencil to see where the other snowflakes are. And get them, you know, not too far from each other. Get a nice placement. So the people who have the Ranger dauber thing, is it for using on stencils like this? Is that what the purpose is? Or is it too juicy to do that with? If you've used it, let us know, because I think we might have some interested people over there. And I do see Susan said that Versamark has a refill bottle. I actually have one. I did mention the other day, because I had to refill my watermelon ink. I am no good at refilling. Like, that was the first time in all my years of crafting I have refilled a color ink. So it's something I need to get more comfortable with and do more often. So there we go. All right. Now, before I heat that up, I'll just show you here with the funnel tray. I can unscrew that end. Just pour it right back in there. I've tried before to do the coffee filters and the scrap of paper, but honestly, I end up spilling more all over my surface. And I've always had one of these, so I'm just used to it. Now, sometimes there's a little left in there, and later I'll just tap it off over my trash can. Okay. Close that up. We'll do the final melting of our powder, and then I do see my name, so I will try to go answer some of those in a minute. All right. I love that shine. That might become one of my new favorite embossing powders. All right, we'll let that sit for a minute. Let me see over here in chat. Okay. Beth, how do you clean the stencil after using Versamark? I don't know that there's anything special, Beth. I usually clean mine with a little soapy water. And if it's like a really stained one, I'll give it a spray of the, is it Dawn Power Wash? It's like a really concentrated soap in a spray bottle. And then K Motto says this is a great technique to use for those smaller stencils. Yeah, I'm glad that I gave that a try. Crea, I don't know if something like a dauber is, but I know there's a Ranger pencil. Okay. It sounds like I might it sounds like I might be able to find like a dauber here. Susan, I've used a Ranger dauber on bigger stencils. The top is bigger than a normal dauber, but it should work. Awesome. Awesome. Getting some feedback. Virginia says the dauber is 3/4 inch round and works really good for stencils. Great. Yay. I'm definitely going to have to go out and put this on my Christmas wish list. Eve says, how to refill white ink. I ordered a white ink and it came with a refill. Eve, I am hoping somebody in the chat can help you. Like I say, I should not be given tips on re-inking. I re-inked my watermelon ink the other day, and while it's a little bit inkier, it is definitely not how it probably should be. Dixie says, use your great antiseptic tool on your tray. But use it on the tray. That is a great idea, Dixie. I'm hoping I remember that. Be creative. Judy says she uses coffee filters. Yes, I've seen many people do that, and I have tried and have failed. All right, I think we might have all those questions answered for now. Don't forget, if you want my attention, to either highlight my name, like you can't really see how Virginia does it, but I guess K-Motto does it too. They type in @CallMeCraftyOwl, and then on my screen, my name turns up with a red background behind it. That is sometimes easier to find, but I know if you're on mobile that it doesn't let you do that. I don't know why. It's so silly. All right, let's go back to overhead. Right back. And I got a mess here to clean up later, but let's try to figure out how we want our words to go so it will cover up our little boo-boo. What do we think about that? I know that I could probably go on for like 30 minutes here and play around with these. Lori says to try it portrait. The way to cover that up, it would have to be there. Like that. All right, I'll do another little pull over here. I'm going to do a poll. So kind of how I had it sitting vertically. Should we do it horizontal or vertical? All right, there should be a pull up. I'll give that a couple minutes. And I will pause again to have a drink. Here, while you guys are voting, Desta Lou says, on an iPad, watching through a browser rather than the app lets you use the app feature. All right, and you know what? I wonder, Desta Lou, if that also lets you see the poll. Yes, it is definitely different on an app versus if you just like open up Chrome or Safari, your internet browser, and go to YouTube on a mobile device, because then you get the full website. So sometimes that will let you see those things that you can't. But that's good to know that you could also then highlight the person you're trying to chat at. Thank you, Desta. All right. Got about 45 seconds. Yeah, the poll, it might be at the top of the chat. Welcome to anybody new who has came in who I've not gotten a chance to say hi to. Just a heads up that not only did I give the secret word today, but I gave a bonus secret word. So if you're coming in late, make sure to go back and watch. Oh. All right, that's it. Let's close that poll and see what happens. End the poll. Vertical has won. I don't know if it's going to show you guys that, but Vertical won by, oh, there it is. Yep. Vertical won by quite a bit, 77 to 22. Not sure where that other percentage is at. All right, let's try. Oh, my buttons don't want to work correctly. I did see somebody suggested doing the other way. I think I just put from me to you because what number was this? 2, 3. Definitely wasn't 5 or 7. Oh, maybe it's 4. Yeah, I guess I did from me to you because that's the order they had it in there. But I can try that other way. I can try the other way. I just have to make sure, like, to cover up that mess down here, I would have to have the word from right there. And then I don't have room for me. Well, hold up. Maybe I can put that up a little higher. I think just placement wise, I do like it the first way, but I definitely think it's something you could do either way. I think I'm just going to stick with this because I think that U, along with that 2, covers up the mess in the bottom a little bit better. But yes, it could probably go either way. All right, now we have to... I think I saw somebody too mention that they thought this O looked like an A. I would totally agree with that. I would totally agree with that. Christina, today is the first bonus secret word I've given away in a live. Yes, but there have been other bonus words earned in different ways. And channel members, I will be announcing shortly how you will get your bonus words. All right. Now, I want to put that down, but keep it kind of where I want it. I'm just going to tape these together how I want them to sit. And then we'll get some adhesive put on them. Again, I will be using the Art Glitter Glue for that fine tip. Yes, Rianne, hopefully that's not butchering it too bad. The words are only for U.S. residents, but anybody can win. Anybody who is live can win the daily tags if you're international or not. I'm trying my best to only get the glue behind the black letters. But again, if it smushes out, it is behind vellum, so that's going to mute it a little bit. And the glue dries clear. Renee, some bonus words have been given out to people who help me behind the scenes. Like the other day, I had somebody in the chat type what the bonus word is, type what the secret word is and point it out. And one of my moderators took care of that right away for me by deleting it. And then I had one go out to my newsletter subscribers last week. And then my channel members, depending what level they are on, they will have access to bonus words for extra entries as well. But again, they're just bonus. They'll be random. Like for the lives, they'll just be random. I would suggest making sure that you subscribe to the channel and turning on all notifications. Check out the community tab every once in a while. Read those posts. But yes, the bonus words will not be for... oh my goodness. Oh no. Virginia. Oh goodness. Virginia, after all that, I did it backwards. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let's see if here. That's, you know what? That's why it's hard to craft and chat. Yeah, okay. It's down. I'm sorry, guys. I liked it better I liked it better the other way, but I guess we're going to I guess this is just how it looks now. I'll try to cover that up. I need to try to I have to quit trying to answer questions or comments as I'm doing something really important. Maybe I'll learn something today. That's the beauty of crafting live. Things are going to happen, right? Best laid plans. But thank you so much to everybody who's just given me some grace when these things happen. And here, I have a special sound effect for that. All right. It's going to happen. You know that. That's the nature of the beast when you're crafting live. So for now, we have... that is the tag because, guys, we still have not gotten any kind of embellishments like gems or anything. But I'm thinking the sparkle in the background, it helps with, you know, the embellishing. So I will go ahead and sign the back of this one. And not only do you get my tag, but you get my first name signed. And today is day 8. That's hilarious. I can't believe after all that I put those words on wrong. Maybe that was how it was meant to be. Just if you're making your own tag and you want it a certain way, pay attention. Don't try to do like 2 things at once. All right. So now I have the backer on there for a little extra support and my signature. Okay, guys, it is that time of the video where we're going to give this tag away. But first, let me know if you want an update on my subscriber count. I almost think I'm going to have to stop doing this because I think it's jinxing me. But let me know over in the chat. Type subscriber if you want the update. And then maybe I'll give the update as you guys are getting entered into today's giveaway. All right. So type subscriber over there for me. Okay. And that way I'll know. And while you're doing that, I'm going to make sure we got today's giveaway ready. All right. If you would like to win today's tag, and I will not be offended if you don't want to win today's tag, go ahead and type hashtag day8 one time over in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and set the timer for 2 minutes for you to get that in there. It does need to look exactly like it does on screen. Hashtag day8, no spaces, and you do need to include the hashtag. And I see a lot of you would like a subscriber update. So let me go see. I know yesterday, again, after I went over it, here, let's see what this screen's like. There we go. So yesterday, after I went over my subscriber count and mentioned how the day before I lost a whole bunch of people, the same thing happened yesterday. After I talked about my subscriber count on camera last evening, I discovered I'd lost probably 5 subscribers. So, you know, it happens. I think maybe people just want to see my numbers go down. Okay. Let me pull up how many. Oh, goodness. It's good news today, guys. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I was thinking about like only maybe doing an update like every week, but today it's good news. So I'm going to agree with Audrey. I think YouTube is messing with me. All right. You have 34 more seconds to get in your hashtag day8. Make sure it's no spaces, that you have your hashtag. And just so you know I mention it every day, but if you're new to the lives, no matter how many times you type it in, you do only get 1 entry. All right. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Ready? Let's go. I'm going to go make sure it's kind of stopped. I'll give it about 30 more seconds just to make sure. Right now we have 72. Susan wants to know, notice a bunch of channels I was I noticed a bunch of channels I was subscribed, unsubscribed. Had to go back and start resubscribing. Some people mentioned that yesterday too, Susan. I hope that hasn't happened to anybody that I followed and I don't know about it. Renee, the community tab is on my main channel page. Like you have, if you go to my channel, you'll have like home, videos, live, community, membership info, something like that. It's one of the tabs on that. Karen, how do you subscribe to my newsletter? I will put a link later today down in the description box of this video. And every once in a while, I have that pop up on my community tab as well. All right. I think it has stopped. Yes. All right. Let's make that one bigger. All right. Let's find our winner for today, guys. Here we go. Thank you to all 73 of you who would like to win the tag. I know that I cannot make 73 tags for you. Oh, congratulations to Cinnamon. Cinnamon right here in Omaha. Funny story is Cinnamon won something from me before, and it took, like, it was bad. It was like 2 weeks or something to get to her. I could have driven it to her in probably 20 minutes. But yes, congratulations to Cinnamon. I love seeing you, all of you over there, encouraging each other, even though you didn't win. So thank you. Thanks again to everybody for being here today. If you have any final... I always hit that again when I don't need to. If you have any final questions, go ahead and get those in for me. To get today's secret word and the bonus word, you'll need to go back and watch for those. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Lori. I almost forgot. that is the final thing I will do today. We will update my subscriber count. I'm glad you all are watching out for me. Too bad somebody wasn't right here in the room with me saying, don't put those words there. All right. So yesterday we were 37,213. Today, we're going to go to 6. And hold on, let me make sure. Hold up. I got to look at this one more time. Yep. And we get to go to 2. So 13 subscribers. So I guess for me today, 13 is going to be a lucky number. Okay, I do not see any questions. So I think, guys, we will call it a day. Thank you again so much for being here. And I hope that you'll be able to join me tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Central, where we open day 9. Until then, guys, I hope you're having a crafty day. Bye-bye.